Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Axe Ministry, Axe Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits. Today's topic, desserts are great,
They can be.
but Jesus is greater.
Amen.
I should have put that too. All right, here we go. Good morning. Coming to you live from Axe Media Group headquarters here in the beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay with your hosts, Matt and Jay and Steve. And the Invisible Man or woman, whichever.
Hey, what's going on?
You say the Invisible Woman. Yeah. We should have somebody off screen pretending to do the voice or something. Anyways.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Right.
We could have.
I'm having a hard time waking up today.
We could have Thing as a guest from the Addams Family.
I love these new cups.
Yes, they're very snazzy.
I bought them at a place where everything is priced at $1 a piece.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Is it a store?
Yes. More like a tree. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name's
We're
Steve.
glad to have everybody on board with you yesterday. Desserts are great. Okay, I'm just going to... All right. So you know those little fruit pies? Some of them come in chocolate, too.
Oh,
That we used to have in our lunchbox.
Yes.
It's basically a turnover,
Yes.
but...
Does it come in a box now?
It comes... Well, some of them do.
Right.
But some of them come in the actual package as well, just a little individually wrapped. You know what I'm talking about, Jay?
No.
I do.
Dessert pies, like they're
The little single serving ones?
yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you'd find them next to like the oatmeal cream pies and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and some of them come in chocolate.
Yeah, and
Pie.
it's like a flip over, like the flip. They've got the cream or
They got all
In
they
the
got all
middle?
kind. They got the fruit ones. The fruit
Yes.
ones. All right, so. I'm on my way home last night. And okay, so first of all, I'm getting ready to start this diet. I'm not going to tell you the name of it. If you want to know, and when you see the results and you want to know what it is, you can talk to me and we'll talk about
It's
it.
a great topic for today.
Desserts are great. Yeah. So I figured I'd have maybe 1 or 2 more days or whatever, go ahead and get all that out of the way, And I was on my way home from here last night, and because Barney and I were practicing, which now I got to take my guitar back to the shop.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not as bad
just-
as it was before.
Right? Yeah, it's just a wiring issue apparently. Jay, you remember last time you were up here and it kept doing that thing,
What? Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
guitar with the wiring.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take it to back to where I got it and have them, refix the wiring.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's something that doesn't, it's not good
No,
for
we
that.
can't
to
have
happen.
the thing cutting out mid strum.
No, that's
weird.
that's not a good
Yeah.
idea. Especially
Uh,
you don't want to do that when you're recording. That's for sure.
So what I did was, I was craving apple pie a la mode or something,
Uh-huh.
right? And you guys are gonna laugh at this because, I'll tell you here in a second. So I thought, I want to go and get myself some ice cream.
Oh boy.
Yeah, fried pies. I guess that's what you could call it. I wanted to get some ice cream and something pie-ish to heat up. Because,
Yeah.
what's better than
Pies are good.
hot pie with ice cream scooped on top of it?
Oh yeah, and just let it drizzle or
Oh,
melt right
man.
into the. Oh. Yeah.
Forget about it. Now, Jay, till this day, makes the best apple goo that
Apple
I've ever
goo?
had.
It's like
Well,
caramel apple
goo
thing.
with
Caramel apple
crunchy
goo thing?
with crunchy stuff in it.
I gotta try that.
Yeah.
It is really good.
It's
and
a lot to make.
and it's when it's hot and you put the ice cream on top of it, it gets kind of chewy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so good. So,
Caramel.
all the other retail stores were closed. The grocery stores were closed because this is like 11:15.
Oh,
So I stopped at a truck stop because I know they have ice cream there.
oh yeah.
And I got
And
a
they're open later.
a particular brand of ice cream that's really good, and chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could have gone
I've got
plain
that at
vanilla.
home.
And then I was like, what can I do for pie wise? I mean, what could I do? I mean, I guess I could buy a cinnamon roll and heat it up or something.
Where
This
from?
Insert name here. Good morning, Susan Burrows, Jeremiah Umans,
Julie-
Steve Schultz, Julie Suter. Is she watching?
Yeah, she's watching
Julie?
on my watch party. Woohoo! And congratulations there, Aunt Julie.
Aunt Julie, Auntie. It's Auntie in our family.
Auntie.
So I thought, okay, I saw those fruit pies. There was one apple pie left, and then I got a cherry one. I haven't tried the cherry one yet. But I went home, and I thought, I'll put this in my air fryer.
Oh, you
Right?
didn't.
No, I didn't, actually, because I didn't want to bring the air fryer out, plug it in, and,
Oh, okay.
So I thought maybe I could toast it in a toaster. I will say those pies, toasting them in a toaster is non-conducive. I had to turn the toaster over and hit it to get it to glop out because it's big and it's when it heats up it just kind of smushes.
Yes.
I'm like, and it's like, nope.
You might see it.
It's coming up a little bit, but
Yeah.
the pastry itself is not. And I
No,
was like, oh, let me try to grab it, and
It's
little piece came.
The
Nope.
goo is all fried.
So I bent it. I had to plate up there, and I tipped it up, and I'm like, kink, 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 and it came out. The top of it was peeled back, like like if you see a tractor trailer hit a bridge or whatever.
Yes.
Still good.
Oh yeah.
I went ahead and put it on in the microwave to get it heated up even more. And I will say, I was not disappointed.
I didn't think
That
you
was
would be.
so amazing with the chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. I didn't eat the whole thing.
You
of
know
chocolate
my
chip
mouth
cookie
is
dough.
watering now.
Yes, yes. I actually, it's way better tasting than I had it in my mind.
Toaster tongs is what Julie said.
Toaster what?
Toaster tongs.
Toaster tongs. They have to be plastic, obviously, or ceramic, because if you touch the
Yeah.
toasters will kill you. By the
I
way,
was just gonna say you'll be really electrified.
I watched. There's a video of a guy over there, and he's like getting ready to put a knife in it, and he's like trying to work himself up, and everybody thought it was hilarious, and it just goes.
Yeah, and he went.
That was an
Probably.
echo. You hear that?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
that was good.
electric
That
So-
was a good echo. Echo.
Thank you. So that's what I have for dessert today. I do have a microwave, Steve. I microwaved it, but I wanted it to. I don't. When you microwave stuff, it gets kind of soggy.
You need a toaster oven. Why don't you put
Good
it in the
morning,
air fryer?
Jennifer.
I would have had to pull the toaster up. I don't have a whole lot of counter space.
Good morning, Rachel.
So I would have had to
McKee
pull the toaster oven out, plug it in,
Cheryl Williams.
put it in there. I was trying to think of the fastest way. The toaster was already up there, and I thought you can do that to a pop pastry.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? You like my generic thing
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Pop Tarts?
That's good. Sound effects, Julie said.
Oh, yeah, great sound effects. Well, see, the toaster I have has also got a bagel setting, so they're really wide.
Oh yeah, I love
You know,
those.
which-
I want one.
I've got
Rachel.
some Hawaiian bagels, and those are
Hawaiian
delicious.
bagels.
What is Hawaiian?
You know, like the Hawaiian rolls?
Oh,
The sweet
yes.
rolls?
Yes, I know what they.
They're
have-
not like they're like they're like dinner rolls,
Yeah,
but they're
the-
sweet.
They're very
got
sweet.
Yeah, well, so are the bagels.
The bagels must be sweeter.
Because I cooked one of those the other day, and then put some basil pesto, garlic basil pesto on it, because I didn't have any cream cheese, because I forgot to get it. That's the whole reason I went to the store that day, and didn't get the cream cheese. How are you going to get bagels without cream cheese?
You can't.
Obviously,
could,
you
but-
can.
but it's not good.
Oh man, but it was really good. It was that toaster does a pretty good job. I know if you leave it in there, because it's got a little bagel button that you push, and I guess it gets even hotter.
Yeah. Now I've seen those toasters with the bagels and everything. It's just like, well, or the French bread, the real thick French.
And that's one of the things on this diet that I'm gonna definitely have to
Morning, Scott.
not eat is bread. See, the good thing about this diet is 5 of your meals each day are pre-prepared, essentially, and then I'll be required to make it one meal a day, and they've got lists of stuff that you can use that are conducive.
Oh, I know
to the-
what the diet is.
Yes, you know exactly what the diet is.
Yes, because
Um,
I'm supposed to go on that soon.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of people out there having a lot of success with it. And,
Yes, there is.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, if I can lose 100 pounds within the next 8 months, I mean, even a year.
Right.
And it's not one of those miracle diets where just magically snap your fingers.
No.
It is basically you're programming yourself to have a healthier lifestyle.
I was just going to say a choice, a lifestyle choice, or a healthy lifestyle.
Because you've got coaches and stuff that you talk to, and there's support groups on Facebook and
Rachel, are you listening?
stuff, where you can, people are encouraging one another. I visited some of them since I'm a member now. I got sent in their private groups, of course, and people are, exchanging ideas of like how to make this stuff even more tasty and things like that, or people wanting to trade some of the stuff that they got that then they don't care much for, trade it for this or that. It's really cool. It's going to be fun.
It's a really neat program. It really is, and it's not. I don't really consider it a program. It's more like coaching into a new lifestyle.
It is a
healthy.
It's a health program.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what and Mike Kremper is the one that made it available for me. So
Mike and Heidi are great.
Mike and Heidi Kremper, yeah, they are awesome. They showed up yesterday.
Just as I was leaving.
I was here all day yesterday,
Yeah.
and one of our pastors came up and recorded his 2-minute message. So next week's going to be a little busier because Dad's going to record his 2-minute message. And you know what these 2-minute messages are for?
Right.
They're for the telethon. Now, real quick, while I'm on it, Jay, you got anything to say?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying good morning to people. In fact, Jana, hi guys, is what she said. Jana, by the way, did you get? I'm hoping that you got the DVD or the CD package.
Yeah. Jana, you need to get on there and say, hey, that Good News Band is awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Okay.
It is.
Is that Good News Band?
They are awesome.
Julie did say we should all do it together and plan to do a walk or run together.
Yeah, I've been increasing my steps. Of course, whenever you have anxiety, you pace a lot, so your step counter is like
Going nuts.
a lot of times my watch is like, "Good job staying active." And I'm like, I'm just sitting here.
Julie,
Like when I talk with my hands a lot, it thinks that I'm like workout detected.
Yeah.
Like, we need to talk to you about that.
yeah,
That's
Julie,
not-
I'll tell you about the program.
It'll be fun. I'm excited about it, because not only
Yes.
and one thing that works for me, and this is one thing that works for me in life. I've noticed is if I put myself in a position where I'm held accountable, I strive a lot harder to complete that or to do the right thing. And that's helped me to stay off drugs and alcohol. God, first of all, God put me in this position.
He did.
And I have so many people to think about before I make a bad decision like that. Like if I was going to go, hey, you want to come over to our house and party? Okay, so I'd let down God first and foremost if I decided to go back into that. I'd let you guys down. I'd let you guys down.
You wouldn't be here.
I'd let my dad down, and I don't like letting people down. Jay, you know that. I'm a people pleaser, I guess.
Yeah. The
Sometimes too much of a,
you got a servant's heart. You have a golden heart. You want to help people, and then for all that to go down the drain because you went back to.
So today, all right, today's Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, so the telethon's going to be we're going to be preparing that Monday. It's the 1st through the 5th. So today we're going to talk about what's going to happen that Wednesday, which will be the 3rd of June. We have a talent show contest. We'd like at the most 4 minutes. I mean, if it goes over a little bit, we'll make do. But we have 8 slots. Well, we don't have a full 8 slots available, though. I think we may have 5 slots available, 6 slots. I just got to I'm waiting until we get the entry forms
Good
in
morning,
front of
Stephanie.
me before I
Brian.
before I count them. You don't want to count your chickens before they hatch because people can say they can
So
do it.
we
all
do
day.
have some.
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
We have Peggy Lee
Brennan.
and her husband are going to sing. They sang on your show the other day,
Yes.
and that was a great show. They were really good,
Yeah.
and
They are.
she is so funny.
She's hilarious.
Like he's not near as like bubbly and outgoing as she is, but she is just. I mean, she's
opposites
out.
attract for them.
It's they're. I enjoyed having them here.
Yes.
Um,
and by the way, Janet said thank you. She did get the CD.
Good. Now Troy and Belinda, their show is really good. And
It's different.
Yeah, it's different, and it's very interesting.
Yes.
It's so interesting, in fact, that
It-
I gave them another 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's different, but it's a good different.
Yeah. Anyways, so the talent show, 8 competitors, live or jump drive download. But I ask if you're wanting to do it live, don't bring any drums unless they're electronic.
Yeah.
And even then, you know what? No drums. Because it's just, there's a lot of setup involved with that.
You need to bring a CD or a soundtrack or something.
And I don't think our neighbors in this office would appreciate a set of drums banging on in the morning while they're trying to
the
get their
work
coffee and doing their deal. I will be here in the office next Tuesday and Wednesday until around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. If you want to come up and do any recording to record, if you're part of it, you can record your 2-minute message, which was yesterday. We talked about that.
I'll be doing that.
And if you definitely, if you're wanting to sing to a track, you need to get me the music so I can plug it up and play it while you got your headphones on. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
I'm going to do my 2-minute message, but I'll record it
Now
next week.
here's the kicker. On that, not that one, but also that day, we're going to have a best show or program contest. As far as our best shows or, whatever.
Show was the best that day.
Yeah, well, and the show hosts, the ones that want to be a part of it, that want to be in the competition.
Darn it. I'll be laid up.
Well, I mean, you can still submit it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can still play it because we need a 1 to 3 minute clip of the show, or you got to tell me, you got to download it and tell me where it's at so we can.
How about my testimony video show?
Yeah, we could look for that. We'll have to find a way to download it off of our YouTube channel, and then
Just a suggestion.
just play a little bit. 8
Sure.
competitors there, 1 to 3 minute clip, live or jump drive download. So if you find your show, you find which one you want to try, download it, which you can get a YouTube downloader to be able to download the video.
By the way, Troy's watching.
Yeah, Troy's watching. Good morning, Troy. And that'll and that's a competition. Now these are the award is on all of these competitions are going to be 25% of all donations to the winner of these events, subject to a minimum of $50 in the donations before awards. So and then tomorrow we'll talk about what's going on that Thursday. So go to axemediagroup.com and you can see everything in detail. You can also see what's going on with Axe Fest. There's also a entry form underneath all that that you can copy. Well, I just highlighted it and clicked print, and it printed it out. I've got some entry forms printed up already.
I do. I've got those that you sent me or gave me.
Yeah. So we're really excited about this. It's going to be fun. The object is to be able to make more funding, to be able to continue to do what we do, because we are a worldwide ministry, and we want to continue to, first and foremost, spread the message of unity in Christ through the Holy Spirit and doing the right thing and serving where needed. So, axemediagroup.com.
Good morning, Stephanie Brown.
Stephanie Brown. Welcome to the party. So, yeah, I feel like I'm talking a lot today.
You are.
Am I? Am I talking more than
Doing
normal? Troy Johansson, Stephanie Brown. I'm going to see if it works for you, brother. Then we'll do it. Oh, he's talking about the diet. Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh yeah.
When is Axe Fest? Axe Fest is
July 11th.
Is it?
That week, July 11th.
You know, I've got it right here.
Is it
It's
July?
going to be online though, right?
Right.
It is. It's all going to be online. It's all going to be on our Facebook, and it's going to be. Let's see. I think I'm trying to see how late it's going to go. 10 a.m.
I thought through 3 or 4 or something
11.
like that.
I think it's not going to go to 3 or 4. I think it's only going until 12.
Oh, that's because it's going online. That's why.
Yep, we're going online. It's doing it online, and it's Thursday, July 16th. Let's see.
The 18th. July.
So it'd be the 16th.
Where'd I get July 11th from?
I don't know. I think it's the 16th. And then it's that week. Let me get the exact dates here. 17th.
Maybe that was last year.
I think it probably was last year.
That was July 11th.
And it's Saturday. It's in the 18th, so it's 16th, 17th, and 18th. And that'll be all online. We're not doing the banquet yet.
Right.
We're pushing that off until the whole COVID thing is all dropped down a bit.
Makes sense.
So today's topic: desserts are great. What
kind of desserts are your favorite? We'd like to hear from you.
I'm also going to be making some coffee. You look a little sleepy over there, buddy.
I am sleepy. Yes.
Did you get to bed late last night or something?
A little bit, not too bad.
Steve says, "You okay,
Sore.
Jay?" Steve Schultz.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. Good.
We're French pressing some coffee here in just a second.
Bologna pie.
Bologna pie.
Troy said that. Bologna. That's
No,
a bunch
I'll
of
eat
bologna.
fried bologna.
Me too.
Fried bologna and eggs.
Hey,
It's really good.
There you go.
I'm not up for the bologna much anymore.
Yeah.
Can we
I
have a
think I
live
got-
auction?
There is going to be a live. I don't know about a live. We'll talk about that when
Okay.
the day is.
Troy just mentioned that.
There'll be
Sounds
there'll
like a
be
good
raffles and live auction. So we're definitely.
And the 17th is Julie's birthday.
Is it? Now this stuff here. Veterans Coffee Company. This is somebody that you know.
Yes.
He's based out of Florida. Mm-hmm. And he donated this coffee
Yes.
for us to try.
Mm-hmm.
And 100% veteran owned, operated, and sourced. So he grows it, roasts it, and grinds it himself.
Yes.
And the proceeds, where do they?
They go to help the veterans. No, I can't remember the name. I'll have to find out. But he's got a website. There's a website on there. You can go to
VeteransCoffeeCompany.com.
Yes. And then you can find all the proceeds. I don't want to say the proceeds because it changes, and I know that he's helped us in our nonprofit, Impact 22, and Studio 222. So he's a great guy. Him and his wife, they really work hard in their house and do all the grinding themselves.
Now, this stuff smells interesting.
It's
It's cookie doodle.
right.
So I guess it's like snickerdoodle flavored coffee. You want to give that a whiff? Now, it smells like the coffee itself is not very strong.
Smells good.
But of course, we drink like coffee Schwarzenegger type coffee here.
Yes. Black silk.
Black Silk is pretty stout.
Yes.
That's
extra
pretty
dark.
good. It smells good.
It does. Well, I got us some cups, and we're getting ready. As soon as the water's done, we're gonna French press it like we used to, and we're gonna do some coffee shots.
Coffee.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta sleep as soon as I'm done with this
Well,
today.
Michael Miller, good morning.
Good morning, Mike Miller.
Yeah.
Steve Schultz says, "How did the trip go at the DMV, Jay?
Yeah.
You were missed.
They're sending the title where it needs to go
Awesome,
Cool.
to Honda, and then they'll give me my title.
nice.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So then you'll be able to get your vehicle, your motorcycle licensed. And did you get a temp tag for it?
I've got my plate from the Rebel on it.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna transfer once I get the title.
Ah, gotcha.
But I'm insured.
And
And
usually-
DMV, I told them I traded it in for this motorcycle, and I switched the plates, and they didn't say there was anything.
Well, I mean, no,
wrong
I
with
mean, it's your motorcycle, your plates, you.
it. Yeah.
And officers are generally understanding when it comes to that, unless you just are blatantly not wanting to get your stuff licensed and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like mine was 2 months expired when I finally got all the stuff together. I mean, because I had to wait for the headlights to come in the mail. I had to wait for a sunny day to be able to put the headlights in, stuff like that. By the time I got around to it, I had already been pulled over twice, which I'm surprised I wasn't pulled over more than that. And each time, I just would tell the officer, look, I just got the headlights done. I'm waiting on this and this. I got to go down and take care of it. And I planned on doing that, and I told him the date, and he goes, oh, I get it. It's understandable. And then they'd run my license, and then they'd come back. Very polite, understanding. Be cooperative.
Yes, please.
I think
They got a job to do.
I see video, and this is going to be my soapbox. I see videos of these people that they're not doing anything wrong. They're just trying to be a pain in the butt to the police officer.
Exactly, and I know I've seen some videos myself.
Yeah, and that irritates me to no end. Because these guys are just trying to do their job, trying to keep the peace. Now, granted, there are some officers that make other officers look bad.
Right.
And the media makes officers look bad. But who's the first who's the first people you call whenever you're in trouble?
The police.
The police.
If it's real trouble.
If it's real trouble. And even when it's not real trouble and you
Yeah.
just want to make trouble. And if you're not doing anything wrong, why be a pain? Why be a pain? There's yes, you have rights. You can remain silent. There are certain things that they can and can't do. But I mean, it just instead of making trouble for yourself, be cooperative with the police.
It'd make
Yes,
it
sir.
much easier.
No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because these guys are putting their lives out on the line for people,
Yeah.
and their salaries aren't even that great
No.
for what they're doing. I mean, these people, they're on the home front. They're here. They're where the military is not. I mean, we don't have military people running around policing everybody.
Right.
And don't be afraid to thank a cop. I mean, sometimes it gets awkward because when I say thank you for your service, they goes, oh no, I'm not in the military. No, but you are.
Yeah, in a way,
You are out there. You're here. You're out there protecting us, and I mean, I've actually only had one awkward encounter with an officer, and I think he was just having a bad day.
Yeah, there's that kind of thing which is normal and everybody goes through it, and then there's actual corruption.
Yes, that
People using the badge and exceeding their authority.
did it take 1.5 hours. They had that thing on the news to do everything. Oh, that's that thing vibrating. They have earned the respect. I agree with that. I'm a supporter of Blue Lives Matter. Also, Red Lives Matter, and all lives matter to me.
Green lights matter.
Green lives,
Green lights.
green lights, green lights matter. Blue Lives Matter. Yeah. Where was I even going with that? Oh yeah, just be honest with them about it. And I didn't get a single ticket. They all the ones that pulled me over understood. Even whenever I got my first DWI, they put it in, and both of my arrest dossiers, both times that I got my DWIs, it was in there. Matt was very cooperative. And I think that helped me, as far as the, what do you call those people? The prosecutors, they see that and they appreciate it, I think. So,
Judges do too.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
The pot's smoking.
Can you hand me that coffee there?
Yes, I sure can.
Now, this particular one is Cookie Doodle,
Yes.
which I'm sure is Snickerdoodle, essentially.
Yes, and
Should I
it
make
tastes
this- I
like a
should make
liquid
this strong, shouldn't
snickerdoodle.
I?
it's up to you.
It tastes like a liquid snickerdoodle. By the way, Janice said I
Smells
got
good,
pulled
I can
over
tell you.
and was not doing a darn thing wrong. He said he was doing a check, then he let me go. Made no sense to her.
Yeah, I don't know that that's appropriate for an officer to pull somebody over without having had
Right.
a proper
cause,
cause or a reason.
right.
There has to be a tail light out or something wrong with the vehicle, or there have to be speeding or breaking the law, otherwise
Yeah.
breaking the law somehow.
And then if they absolutely see you
You
without
know-
a seatbelt, they can pull you over for that. But they have
At
usually
night
it's
they can't. I
no.
don't think they can at night because
No,
they
because
really
they
are
can't really see you. They just make up a reason. A lot of times they make up a reason to see, and then if they pull you over for another reason and they see that you've had no seatbelt, they can get you for that. Obviously,
Which is not an expensive. It's not an expensive ticket. It's like a $10 ticket.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna get a spoon.
Yeah.
So
Spoon.
Continue talking.
Okay.
I just
Hi,
threw you
Jake.
under the bus, didn't I?
I mean, I get the registration system. That's a good one because you want good, safe vehicles on the road.
Right.
You don't want people running around with no brakes and,
And that's why they have the inspections.
Oil
here. Not all
slicks
states do
everywhere.
inspections.
But on the other hand, I do have a problem with the personal property tax and the real estate tax. I do have a real problem with those things.
A lot
I
of us
think
do.
I think they are. I think they're just a scam for
Money.
people to be able to take people's property.
Yeah.
It's not about money. I mean, they could they could raise the same amount of money with the licensing and registration program,
Right.
but they can't take your property through that program. The only way they can take your property is through a personal property tax.
Yeah, I think that's.
And why not transfer the same raising of revenue through the laws that are provided through, registration? And, you know what I mean? If they need that kind of money, they need to put it in a way, they need to raise it in a way that it actually contributes to the things they need. But to personal property tax, to me, is just a way for them to take inheritable property.
Yeah.
To take any property. I mean, from a person who can't afford it, you shouldn't have to afford to buy your property twice. You should be able to buy it once and then own it, and then nobody else has any right to say whether or not they own it,
Right.
because you own it, period. But personal property tax allows them to take ownership of property that's not theirs, and I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
I think it's unlawful, unjust, unconstitutional, immoral, and many other things. I understand there are situations where people neglect property and it becomes a hazard and an eyesore and it becomes pollution. But why not? But see, then you should be able to come up with systems that allow you to face those challenges. But at least then it's on the face of what it is. You know what I mean? We can take your property if you neglect it and it becomes dangerous or a pollution source.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's understandable. At least the law actually states what it's about and how it actually benefits the community and the other the other people it may affect other than the owner of it. But when you're talking about a personal property tax where perfectly good property that's not a hazard, there's nothing wrong with it, a person owns it outright, they can still take it because a person hasn't paid a tax, I think that's it's immoral.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
And it's a scam.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
It's the only intent that as far as I can tell, is to take property because they can raise money. Just say what you need the money for and raise the money for that. If
Yeah.
you need a tax for roads, make a road tax.
Allocate it. Yeah. Allocate
But
it.
make
from,
it a tax that allows you to take property that's unspecified, undetermined, you know what I mean? That it's just a tax that allows you to take any random property that hasn't been. Yeah, I don't think so.
I agree with that, Steve. Steve says he didn't think that older people should pay school tax because their kids are out of school.
Yeah, I guess that's true, except for that we all do benefit from education.
Yeah, that's true.
And
you want to be able to.
Yeah, I would hate to say this, but anybody that doesn't have to pay tax, whether their kids or they don't have any kids, their kids are out of school, they're still paying property tax, They're still paying a school tax. They should. This gentleman in particular, back in the 20s, he decided that he didn't have any kids. He didn't think he had to pay a school tax. So he decided to blow up the school.
Right. Well, see, there's major problems with the school system, too.
With kids in it.
Where the school system is now able to teach your children things you don't agree with, and then can actually persecute and prosecute you for teaching your children things they don't agree with. I mean, it's completely switching around with that, too. So there's a lot of elements to our government that have gotten tyrannical and out of control, and somehow we've managed to not recognize it until it becomes oppressive.
It smells like grandma's house.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the kids being out of school is oppressive to parents these days.
Yeah.
I mean, you know something's gone really wrong there. You know what I mean?
Common Core is what Troy said. By the way, Cheryl Williams, by the way, I hope you're feeling better, Cheryl. I was pulled over in Waterford, Michigan, where we kind of went to church together, Cheryl and I did. And the cop asked me why I was down there because I lived in the UP at the time.
The what?
She would, just because she was
Johnny
living,
Rooster, good morning.
just because she was driving around, I don't know what the whole deal is, but just because apparently she was driving down there and she was from the UP at the time, the cop pulled over and asked her why she was down there and why she would. Well, why would anybody be anywhere? I mean, why are you asking such a dumb question? Why are you here just to pull over and harass her?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
That's abuse of power.
Have you tried this yet, Jay?
No.
Cinnamon. I think there is, Julie.
Sugar?
I'll have to double check. Jessica Thomas, by the way, thank you, Jessica, for
That
You
praying
want
was
some
for
of
me.
that? You want some of that creamer that's there, that's sweetened?
No.
No. Oh. Yeah, it's strong.
Good.
Good. It actually, I like it. It's really tasty.
I like that it's got a flavor too, but I'd rather have flavor. Sweet.
Flavoring. Jessica Thomas has been praying for me, so I just wanted to. Oh, by the way, Jessica, did you get any
Yeah,
help,
you'll have
by
to
the
wipe it
way,
off.
to any lift or anybody to help you lift what you needed lifting? I guess furniture. She's moving out. I guess she's got a lot of stuff that she's. Jessica.
Jessica Thomas, yeah, she's got a lot of.
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
Wow, how much sugar do you want?
Well, there's coffee grounds on it.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, because I used it to stir the coffee press.
Oh, right. Now there's coffee grounds in the sugar. Whoops.
Wow, I haven't had the veterans coffee in a while. Woo-wee, baby.
I also made it very strong.
Yes, you did. That's why.
I made the same. Yeah, the same. I'd probably put about the same amount in that as we do in a regular full pot over there.
That's why.
And it's pressed, and pressed coffee is stronger coffee.
Yes, and it definitely puts hair in it. Extra hair.
On your arms. Huh?
Anybody else want sugar?
No, I'm good. I just I mixed
They
mine.
can be,
I'm
Jana.
gonna sleep now.
No, I'll sleep. I'll sleep. Jay, bet. Jay,
If it was
I'll sleep.
recently, it could be state boundaries with COVID.
So yeah.
Puts hair on your chest, Troy said. And lots of it.
What was that last thing you read?
Puts hair on your chest.
No,
from
before that.
Waterford police are butts.
Oh, ouch.
Waterford police are butts.
Yeah.
No,
Jana-
it wasn't half a bag. It was about a quarter of a bag. There's probably about a 1/16 of a pound.
Yeah. Well,
Because he gave us 2 pounds. He gave us a pound of pumpkin spice.
yeah. So there's pumpkin spice, and Julie wanted to know about cinnamon. I think there's cinnamon too.
Yeah, and that has cinnamon in it because it's snickerdoodle,
Yeah.
Yep.
which is one of my favorite cookies.
Yes, it is mine too.
You know.
That was a hint. No.
Oh, the lady that gave us the cookies
Yes.
from up on 7th floor.
Yeah.
She said during Christmas time, she makes them for a lot of people, and she said we are on that list.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Look, oh,
man.
good, yes.
Hello, Merry
I'm
Christmas.
excited
to
about
us.
that. Well, I held the door open for her. Well, I unlocked the door for her because at the time the door was staying locked,
Right.
Yeah.
and she told the security guard, "I don't have my key. I'm running to my car." And when she walked out the door, he went upstairs for something. And she was just standing out there. I'm like, here, let me get that for you. Unlocked it or whatever. She said, I told him I didn't have my key. And I thought she was, I didn't think she was actually going to bring cookies. But she said, you're getting his cookies that he was going to get now because I was going to make him cookies. But since he didn't, and then she ended up bringing him cookies too. But she showed up here while we started the show.
Yeah.
When we started the show. She's like, oh, we tried to get her on.
Those cookies were just.
They were okay. So they were like a combination of chocolate chip, coconut, pecan, just
delightful.
chocolate. It was like a Frankenstein monster of cookies.
Yeah. Only better.
Only better, yeah, and not so dead.
So flavorful and tasteful and
Texture.
diverse and still a cookie. I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't eat it and be like, well,
it was
what is
more like
this?
a meal.
Yeah,
It was a cookie.
that's like those
Good
brownies that you got from Steamy Joe's,
By the way,
and they make them each individual. It's got 4 corners on it,
Each brownie.
and so it's like having 4 small corner pieces together as one.
Nice.
And it's about that
Ooh.
thick, and they got chocolate chips in them, drizzled with chocolate, toffee,
toffee
and caramel.
Yeah, they didn't have any caramel, but they put more toffee on there. You can customize it, I guess.
Can you?
Yes.
Oh, they were so good. Yeah, you missed that.
Oh,
I did miss it.
but you know what? She said that she would make some stuff for the telethon.
Good. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Cheryl Wilson, I found out why she was down there.
You need
she was
to
She was down there for a doctor's appointment for her husband.
need to take her some of that coffee. Steve
And
said.
Just now, this is really disturbing. And he asked me if my husband was at the motel. I don't know why he would ask me that. It made no sense because she was down there for an appointment for her husband, and her husband just happened to not be in the car with her. And because she said that, well, where is he? In a motel? Well, where is he? That type of thing. So it made no sense.
Some of them abuse their power.
Yes.
I mean, there's no getting around it.
Love pumpkin spice. Okay, Troy, you're a veteran.
But the way Hollywood paints it, it's nowhere near like that. I mean, I haven't met one yet that has given me besides arresting me, but I was in the wrong. So, if you're in the wrong, you get arrested.
Yeah, and that's an appropriate way to handle things that cost the general population and the public. Is you got people driving drunk, crashing and killing people. You start putting them in jail. You make it to where people know they can't do that. I mean, that's a good way to handle raising revenue to handle problems that you have with society. Is the people causing the problem pay for it. And that's why cigarette tax is so high, because people who suffer from lung cancer and all that stuff caused by cigarette smoking are the ones who are paying for it.
Yeah.
And that's an appropriate way to tax. I think those are good. Those are the most appropriate ways.
Yeah.
And then it's defining what the tax is for and what it's paying for. Things like personal property tax just goes into this massive general fund that they can just use any way they want. I don't think that's appropriate. I mean, there has to be some funds available because you can't expect everything. You can't plan for everything.
Yeah.
There are some general funds needed so that they can use it for unexpected expenses in society.
Yeah, I mean, there's been cities shut down because their whole entire budget was from ticketing people.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Speeding tickets, yeah.
I haven't heard. That's the first time I've heard that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Max Creek.
Max Creek, yep. They're no
Wow.
longer a township.
Nope, they're not.
It was taken away from them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were giving
federal
people.
judge
They were giving people
Dissolved
tickets.
their city.
Yeah, they were giving people tickets for going a mile over the speed
Setting
limit.
up road traps. They had people traveling in passing zones way below the speed limit, and then when you go to pass them, they speed up. And if you get around them within the passing zone, they had passing zones within 100 feet of an intersection, and you can't pass within 100 feet of an intersection. So
Right.
if you can't get around that car so even if you get in right just before the passing zone ends, you're within 100 feet of an intersection, and they give you a ticket for that. That's what they were doing there.
Yeah,
I got one.
Wow.
And I was like, what? I wasn't speeding in, and I was in a passing zone. And he said, well, you were within 100 feet in an intersection. I was
Yeah.
like, well, why do you have a passing zone
Corruption.
within 100
That's
feet?
that's
And it's also called what is it that you have to have so many of those
quota.
quota. They were overdoing with their quotas. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, they were going
well,
well over their quota.
They were
Yeah, that's
they
what I
were
thought.
funding their budget with it. They were saying, we need this much money, so you need to write this many tickets. That's how they were operating.
Yeah.
The quotas. See, when police officers pull you over for something stupid, and you know it's near the end of the month, you know that they're trying to reach a quota.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're
Which
going
I think
over.
is
Which is a bad sign. Your city's needing funds, and that's why I like taxes that say what it's for and why.
Yeah.
Because people can see the need for it. If we really need it, people are going to say, "Hey, we need it." If the
you really
power's
don't think
going
they
off,
paid $30,000 for a hammer?
yeah. If we're having
$20,000 for the
blackouts,
toilet seat.
yeah, yeah. If we're having rolling blackouts, we know we need to build some power generation or buy some.
Yeah. Oh wow. Whoa! It's time for us to get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Desserts are great.
Time flies. Good morning, Mike Krimper. We were talking about dessert today, Mike, because I'm getting ready to start that diet. The food will be here within 5 to 7 days. I'm real excited about it. Be sure and go online to axmediagroup.com and check out what we got going on at the beginning of June and in July.
Yeah.
So and I'll
Mike
keep you guys.
Kremper, we need to get together again.
So you guys will be able to see my progress as we go, and they'll be able to, once you guys see it, you'll be able to give me a holler, and we can talk about other people getting on it as well, making that choice
You okay?
to live healthier. Were you just flexing?
That's what it looked like.
Looked like he was flexing.
Wow, hey, I like that tie. Wow.
It looked like it kind of looked like you were getting ready to fart or something. Just the way you kind of leaned to the.
the pressure's on.
Pressure's literally. Unless you eat a lot of jalapenos, and the heat is on. Anyways, so yeah, what am I doing? Oh,
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just that time. I can't believe that time went by that fast.
Well, it was great conversation. It was great round the table coffee.
What can I say?
Coffee table conversation.
We enjoy great conversation here. So it's time for us to get out of here, folks. Be sure and tune in next for the new gold standard with Tony Hammock. What were you saying?
I was just going to say I won't be here tomorrow. I will next day.
Next day, so you'll be here Friday? Friday. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the Morning Drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Again, be sure and tune in next for the new gold standard with Tony Hammock. So until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name is Steve.
And this has been
The Morning Drive.